Imagine for a moment that every cell in your body is listening, that your thoughts are not just silent whispers in the mind but energetic signals radiating into the field around you. Imagine that what you focus on, you become, and what you believe, you experience. In this quantum universe, everything is connected, including perception, attraction, and the subtle energies that draw people to one another. When we pose a question like, "Do men prefer groomed women?" we are not merely asking about appearance. We are asking about energy. We are asking about alignment. We are diving deep into the unspoken language that governs how we perceive value, presence, and worth. Let's begin with the fundamental truth. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Grooming, then, is not merely an act of self-presentation. It is a signal of self-awareness, self-respect, and energetic clarity. When a woman takes time to groom herself, she is engaging in a conscious act of self-affirmation. She is broadcasting a frequency that says, "I am aware of my worth, and I choose to show up in the world as the embodiment of that awareness." Men, whether they are consciously aware of it or not, are sensitive to this frequency. It is not about makeup, hair, or fashion trends. It is about coherence. When a woman walks into a room groomed, aligned, and confident, she enters as a unified field. Her thoughts, her body, her intentions all vibrating in harmony. That coherence is magnetic. It commands attention not by force, but by resonance. In the subconscious mind, grooming signals many things. It suggests that a woman cares for herself, that she values discipline, detail, and ritual. But even deeper than that, grooming can be a spiritual act. It can be a daily meditation in embodiment, a way to align with a version of oneself that chooses clarity over chaos. That clarity creates an energetic signature, and energy never lies. The world responds not to what we say or even what we do. It responds to who we are being. Now, let us move even deeper. Why does it seem that grooming draws attention or preference? Because it reflects intentionality. In a world where so many move through life on autopilot, there is something deeply attractive about someone who is fully awake. A groomed woman is not just someone who brushed her hair or applied lipstick. She is someone who paused, who looked herself in the mirror and said, "Today, I choose to show up as the highest expression of myself." Men, by their biological and neurological wiring, are visual beings, yes. But more than that, they are energetically attuned beings. They may not have the language to articulate it, but they sense energy. They are drawn to what feels grounded, what feels elevated, what feels intentional. Grooming, when done from a place of inner love and wholeness, becomes a visual echo of inner radiance. But let us not mistake grooming as a requirement for worth. Let us not fall into the illusion that beauty rituals define value. The truth is, the power lies not in the grooming itself but in the consciousness behind it. A woman could be dressed in simplicity, and if her energy is aligned, her presence becomes unforgettable. Grooming amplifies what is already there. It does not fabricate attraction, it reveals it. Think of the quantum field. Every possibility already exists. There are infinite versions of you, infinite expressions. When you step into the version of yourself that is polished, intentional, and radiant, you are simply choosing one of those infinite timelines. You are aligning with a reality where your energy is clear, your presence is magnetic, and your light is unmistakable. And in that alignment, the question shifts. It no longer becomes, "Do men prefer groomed women?" But, "What version of myself am I embodying, and who does that version naturally attract?" You see, attraction is a mirror. Men who are seeking alignment will be drawn to aligned women. Men who value intentionality will notice the woman who brings purpose to her appearance, her energy, her walk, her words. Grooming is not about impressing anyone. It is about embodying the frequency of reverence for oneself. That reverence is attractive to those who are also vibrating at the level of self-respect and clarity. So when a woman grooms herself not from insecurity but from empowerment, she becomes a living affirmation. She becomes a walking vibration of love, order, elegance, and readiness. She sends a signal to the field that she is not waiting to be chosen. She has already chosen herself. And in that self-selection, the external world begins to organize itself in response. The truth is, men don't prefer just a groomed woman. They prefer the energy of wholeness, of self-respect, of coherence. Grooming simply becomes one of many expressions of that inner alignment. When she is rooted in herself, aware of her beauty, clear in her frequency, she does not need to chase validation. It arrives naturally, because the field cannot help but respond to coherence. The most attractive quality in any human being is their alignment with who they truly are. Grooming, when approached with mindfulness, becomes a sacred ritual that aligns the body with the mind and spirit. It's not about surface, it's about synergy. It's not about approval, it's about presence. And in the end, it's never really about whether men prefer groomed women. It's about whether you are embodying the woman you came here to be. Because when you do, everything else, including attraction, follows effortlessly. Please subscribe.